hair today and you can't even see because of the frame. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a video that has actually been requested over on my Instagram, so I thought I would upload it on a Saturday to get it out as quickly as possible for the people that are waiting for it, that requested it. It's sort of a Disney Plus review slash a Disney Plus must-watches from my personal standpoint. So I'm going to talk about Disney Plus a little bit first, and then I'll give you my top 5 of what I've watched and my top 5 of what I want to watch as well. So for the people in the UK, we already had Disney Life, which I believe the people in the US didn't. I had a lot of problems with Disney Life and I cancelled it about 3 times, I think. Every time I got a bit frustrated with it. Sorry, I've just had to close the blind because it's just too blinding for me in here. So Disney Life was very laggy. It used to just crash randomly. It wouldn't remember where you were in a film or a TV series, which was really frustrating as I was trying to watch all of the That's So Ravens. So I'm going to have to start them again. Going forward, as I mentioned in my March favourites video, which I will leave a card for, I am going to be mentioning in my monthly favourites videos what I've watched on Disney Plus, because let's face it, while this lockdown is happening, Disney Plus is all I'm doing. So my favourites videos are going to be a little bit different to what they usually are because I'm not going shopping or anything like that. So it's going to be very Disney Plus heavy for the foreseeable future. But expect me to be watching a lot of old things, but I'm trying to just deal with the Disney Plus originals in this video, as it's completely up to you what old TV shows and films you decide to watch, because that's all on your personal preference. But a lot of people feel a bit overwhelmed with all the choice on Disney Plus, so I thought I would make this video to help you guys out. So Disney Plus launched on March 24th in the UK. It was a Tuesday, my dad was currently in hospital, so I just spent the morning throwing myself into it, taking my mind off everything that was going on. So the first thing I did was set up our 4 profiles and gave everybody avatars. I was a little upset that I couldn't get Mary Poppins for my mom, as she was Mary Poppins on Disney Life, but I'm going to show you now what I chose for everybody, and for the most part I think I got it spot on. I think Joe would have been Kuzco if you could be Kuzco, but I haven't seen him either. Please let me know in the comment section down below what your avatar is on Disney Plus, because I think that says a lot about a person by who they chose as their character. So from what I've found, Disney Plus is a lot better made as an app. It always remembers where I am. It hasn't crashed on me. I've been using it for just over a week and I've had no issues like that. I sometimes find with Netflix, if you pause something and go away for a while, when you come back and press play, it crashes, and Disney Plus doesn't do that. I just find I have to press play, pause, and then play again, and then it refreshes and takes me back to where I was. No issues. I've binged quite a few things, but I've not been watching all of the originals because I've had these things in the background when I've been working and I don't want to be distracted by what I'm watching. So I've just put on things that I've already seen so that I don't get distracted and I can carry on with my work. I watched all 3 High School Musical films back to back one day so that I'm ready to watch High School Musical, the series. But for the most part, I am very happy with Disney Plus. We've had a yearly subscription and we got it while it was on offer, so we've got 2 months for free, and I just can't wait to get into all of the originals. So I'm going to start with the 5 things that I think should be on everybody's watch list that I have already seen and can vouch for are amazing. And then I'm going to talk about 5 things that I haven't yet watched but are on my watch list. So my ultimate top pick is the Imagineering story. It is on weekly, and for those of you who are moaning about this is exactly what happened in the US. I know we had to wait much longer than the US to get Disney Plus, but I don't think it would have been fair if we logged in and everything was already fully loaded, as the US did have to wait. And when The Mandalorian Series 3 comes out, the US and the UK will probably get it at the same time, so they will both have to wait a week as well. So it wouldn't be fair if the UK just got everything on the first day. I know it wasn't fair that we had to wait, but that wasn't Disney's fault. That was to do with licensing and contracts and things like that. And I personally think the main issue was getting The Simpsons, which I'm looking forward to watching. So the Imagineering story takes you behind the scenes of the Disney parks. I've watched the first 2 episodes at the moment. The first was about Disneyland and Walt's dream, and then sadly the second one is after Walt has died and they are building Walt Disney World. So it's really good if you want to look behind the scenes of the parks like I do. There was a lot of Walt in the first episode, which I especially loved. I don't know whether there's many Walt documentaries on there that were on Disney Life, but I'm going to be looking once I've watched through everything that I talk about in this video. Number 2, One Day at Disney. This is a 1-part documentary that takes you behind the scenes of all the different areas of the Disney company, so you get to see them making the storybooks for the children, which I must say, if I was going to work for Disney, I think working in Disney books publishing stories for children would be my ideal job. I know a lot of people ask me what my dream job would be, but I love reading. I love encouraging reading in young children, so that would be my perfect job. You also see people at the parks, you see people in animation. It's really good to inspire young children to find a job role that they like, because I know a lot of children don't know what they want to be when they grow up anymore. And it's very sad to see Bob Iger, as he's no longer the CEO of Disney, and I am missing him, to be honest, but we'll see what Bob Chapek does. Number 3, The Mandalorian. You knew I would say The Mandalorian. I've watched the first 3 episodes at the moment. Again, this is something that we get weekly. So obviously The Mandalorian is where the child comes from. I don't personally think you need to have watched all the Star Wars films to fully appreciate it. My mum's watching it and she's only watched the original trilogy, but she is going to watch all of the films that are available on Disney Plus very soon because she wants to watch them after watching The Mandalorian. Number 4 is a National Geographic original. I completely binge watched The World According to Jeff Goldblum. I absolutely love Jeff Goldblum, and what he does each episode is he investigates something. He's done sneakers, he's done ice cream, he's done RVs. It was a really good series to watch because you learn a bit more about other people's interests. It would actually be really funny if he did an episode on adult Disney lovers, because it's something that's on Disney Plus. I think that would be a really good one, and if he wants to come to the UK, I would be happy to show him around my bedroom. And then the final one that I've been watching with my mom is Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings. Now this one's a bit difficult to watch because you're watching it going, surely that's really expensive and only rich people can afford it, but actually there are some fairly affordable Disney Weddings packages, and it's interesting to watch and see what's available and then do your own research and see what is in your price range. And it's just a really nice show to watch. Sometimes they just show you proposals, sometimes they show you full-blown weddings, but if you like the idea of a Disney wedding, then definitely watch Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings. So those are my top 5 that I have already watched, and I highly recommend you going and checking those out. And now on to the top 5 that I want to watch. So the first one is Lady and the Tramp. I can't believe I haven't got to watch this yet. I think after I've filmed this video that is going to be what I watch today, but basically I've been editing so many videos that I don't really have time to actually sit down and watch something in full. So I've just been having things on in the background like The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I'm binging my old Disney Channel programs at the moment, and even though we know that Lady and the Tramp is going to be the same storyline as the original film, I still want to pay attention to this remake. So Lady and the Tramp is number 1 on my list. And then I found something that I don't think is a Disney Plus original, but given the current situation, I really want to watch it, and that's the Jonas Brothers The Concert Experience. I passed up going to see the Jonas Brothers last time they toured, and I've regretted it ever since. And now with everything that's going on, all concerts are cancelled, so I'm going to watch this Jonas Brothers Concert Experience. It's before they split up, so it's not going to have any of their new music on, but I'd just like to feel like I'm at a Jonas Brothers concert right now. So that's number 2. I just want to say I really like how when you go to the search you've got all of these collections. They've actually like divided everything for you so you can find things easier. I'm going to go to this originals tab here because I want to find a synopsis for the next few things I want to talk about. So number 3 on my list is Pick of the Litter. And the synopsis is: watch an adorable group of 6 dogs on their quest to become guides for guide dogs for the blind. And I just can't wait to watch this. I absolutely love dogs, you guys know I've got one. I'm just really interested in the process of how they get trained to be a guide dog, so I'm definitely going to watch this. And then the next one is a series of shorts, and it is Pixar in Real Life. It says characters and moments from Pixar films are brought to life to the surprise of real people. So I'm going to be watching that one real soon as well. The picture that they show is WALL-E in New York City, so I'm really excited for that. And the final one is the new Pixar short Lamp Life. Lamp Life answers the question of what happened to Bo Peep since we last saw her in Toy Story 2. So that's something that really bothered me about Toy Story 4. If you didn't see my review of Toy Story 4, I will leave a card up above. I loved that Bo Peep was back, but they didn't really answer what happened to her or where she went. You saw her leaving, but then how does she end up where she ends up? Like, something had to happen in the middle because she was bought by somebody, so to just end up in an antique shop doesn't make a lot of sense unless enough time has elapsed that the child that had her next had already grown out of her by the time Woody sees her again. So I'm really excited to watch this as it will fill in a gap, and I think they pretty much did this on purpose so that they had more Toy Story content that they could bring to everybody. But I'm very excited to watch it nonetheless, and it will hopefully fill in a gap that we have in the Toy Story universe. I haven't watched Toy Story 4 again since it came out on DVD because I'm just a little bit upset about the ending, and I don't think I can watch it for a little while, but I should watch it soon. And then there's 2 more things I want to address before I finish this video. A lot of people have been complaining that Frozen 2 is not on there yet. When Disney Plus released on March 24th, Frozen 2 was already available on Sky Movies, so this is probably another issue that Disney can't get out of their contract with them. It actually came out on DVD the week after, and I bought it so that my dad could watch it. So I really don't see the issue. I know you're paying £5 a month for a subscription service, but the way these things work is new films don't go straight onto streaming services. It doesn't happen with Netflix, it won't happen with Disney Plus. They did decide to bring the release forward in the US, but every single article I read about that told you that it was the US Disney Plus. So to assume that it's going to be in the UK as well just brings you unnecessary heartache. I knew from reading the articles that it wasn't going to come to the UK, so I've bought it on DVD, that's fine. The articles also mention that the US are getting Onward. As Onward actually came out in the UK the same day as it did in the US, I would like to think that we will get Onward, but again, who knows. If you would like to see my review of Onward, I will leave a card for that as well, as I really enjoyed Onward and I really would like to watch it again, especially since the cinemas are closed, so we don't have an option to go and see it again if we want to. So we'll just have to wait and see whether Onward comes out as well, but again, I'm holding out no hope, as all the articles only referred to the US Disney Plus. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It's a bit different because it's just me telling you what I want to watch and what I have watched, and in future what I have been watching I will mention in my monthly favourites videos. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below telling me what your icon is on Disney Plus, what your favourite thing you've watched is, and what your most recent watch was, because I would love some more recommendations of what to watch. I will see you on Tuesday for another video. Please consider subscribing, as I am so close to 1,000 subscribers. If you do subscribe, also ring the bell, as I don't usually upload on Saturdays, so you wouldn't know if you didn't have your bell on. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy Disney Plus. Bye guys!